yes, Hop-Heist, we're back.
Yeah.
G Woo, Veronica Menendez, and my homie AG, the genius.
Yes, sir.
Smart man. Hey, listen, we here, man. We here. See the background? That's my chorus. That's my chorus. All right, man.
Who we got in the building?
Come on. We got the man, the myth, the almighty. Clark Kent when he's walking down the street, but he's Superman when he's doing something different, like taking a picture of a celebrity, or shooting a video, or putting a house together. Shout out to the man, SuperDev is in there.
Yeah!
What up, y'all?
Yeah.
What's good?
You ain't lying, you put houses together, bro.
Yeah, that too. I do that too.
I think he might have, it's like he put his own office together. So he put offices together and chairs and sets and stuff like that, man.
That's right. If you want it done right, do it yourself.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Let me tell you something, man. You have so much history, man. Like, especially with the city of Chester, like, you are rich in talent. Like, you're multi-talented. We got a lot going on, man. And you go way back. I mean, your history is deep, right? First of all, let's explain what you do. Because there's so many different things. There's so many titles. What do you do?
Well, my main thing is I own a place called the Artist Warehouse, and when we first put the Artist Warehouse together, the intention was to be able to pull a lot of black entrepreneurs together that wouldn't usually have a spot in order to operate their businesses. And I'm a filmmaker. I deal with some fashion. I shoot for a few modeling agencies in New York, and I shoot a lot of music videos, independent films, and I do a lot of set building for Hollywood.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So when did you start? What age?
Man, I've been in this right now for probably like 8 years now on the set building and on the movie stuff, but in the fashion and photography, I got like 12 years in so far.
When did you get your first break? As far as somebody seeing the potential and you're like, all right, come on.
One of the first things that we did is like fresh off the block on the east side of Upland. We had the chance to go up on a video shoot, Mary J. Blige video shoot with Elton John in New York and under Queensbridge. One of my buddies was a director at that time, and he was working on the video. He's like, man, why don't y'all come on and help us on this set? And around that time, we always run around with our own cameras, but you know, we was just playing around with stuff, go up to the plaque, taking pictures of girls and, you know, all of that type of stuff. So, you know what I mean? That just opened up my eyes a lot more, and it showed me there was a lot more to this camera game than just running around with your own little camera, taking pictures and saying you were a photographer and saying you were a videographer, and actually seeing it on that level. It inspired me so much more, and it's like from that day on, that's what I wanted to do.
That's what's up, man. Now, my thing is, you started out modeling, right?
Yeah, I actually had a contract. I was signed to the same agency that Tyson Beckford was signed to in New York. I actually went to a modeling casting call a while back, and I got picked up by a few agencies. And you know, I really didn't like that part of the game because the stuff that you got to deal with on the opposite side of the camera, a boy that just came fresh off the block, that wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I always felt like I would rather be on the opposite side of it than to be in front of it. And I still dibble and dabble every now and then, you know what I mean, just playing around. But it really wasn't for me.
I mean, you have businesses. So one time I think I went to Dev's restaurant.
Yeah, you got a restaurant too.
Well, he had a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
So you had restaurants, you had community centers, like.
So how do you focus on everything?
Yes.
What do you? I don't focus on everything.
Okay.
See, my problem is I try to do everything
At one time.
and that's how I got the name SuperDev, because they always say I'm trying to rescue things and I'm trying to rescue people and I'm always trying to have something going on. When I initially opened up the restaurant, one thing that I like to do is cook, and you know, I'm a chef in my own right, and I studied under a few people, and I'm really good. So you know what I mean, anybody want to test me, bring it on. But it was always
He says he's a good cook.
Hey, a cook and a chef is totally different.
Hey, I'm a chef. Alright? So what you trying to do?
I ain't trying to do
Had a
that.
cook off.
A chef battle, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
I already did one. I did one a few years ago.
Did you win?
You damn right.
Oh.
SuperDev!
But I opened the restaurant initially because my mom always had a dream of opening her own restaurant, you know what I mean? And I knew for myself sitting still in the restaurant wasn't really what I wanted to do, because at that time I was running in and out of New York, California, just running around a lot. And you know what I mean? I opened it for her, but I eventually started working in there a lot more, and then I got fed up with it, you know what I mean? And I said, let's just pass it on to somebody else. So we passed the restaurant on, I jumped out of it, and I still, you know what I mean, do private events. I'll cook for some people on some private occasions and stuff like that, but that's about it.
How you find yourself so successful when you spread yourself so thin?
Well, I don't think success is measured in what you do for yourself, is measured in what you do for other people, you know what I'm saying? So if all of the stuff that I'm doing are touching people, and we got interviews with people like TC and Danny Tiger talking about how I inspire and how I help them, it doesn't matter what happens to me as long as I'm affecting other people and I'm making other people successful. That's how my success is measured, in the people that I touch, you know what I mean? Before I used to always think about money, 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 money. But I also remembered that my grandpa told me the man who always chases money is the one who never catches it. You know what I'm saying? So,
wisdom.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That's true.
This is a study hall right here, really.
This is really study hall right here, man. Now, there were, because you have went very deep with your production. He's never, because I've seen
It's
some.
gotta be an inside joke.
I've seen some work.
He's digging over here.
You trying to have you turn this.
I'm not digging because one thing about that.
He already know.
He goes deep with his work. What y'all don't know, okay? Dev put me in my first acting role.
And he did a great job.
What was that?
We did a event last year called King's Place, and what it was, we was doing a tribute to like the 1930s juke joints in Harlem, with the Harlem Renaissance, where we really became successful business owners. That was the first time in America that they really showed black entrepreneurs as business owners. So we, I wrote a script up called King's Place, where I was the owner of a fictitious nightclub in Harlem, and G. Wu was coming in trying to extort me, and we
Johnson over there.
Yes, sir.
Basically, and it went real well. People received it real well, and it was sort of a kickoff to an event that we were doing. You know what I mean? So I called G. Wu in, and we had a little acting class for about a day or so, and he came in and he killed it, man.
He smashed it.
That
was the end of his acting.
I really did. Yeah, well, you know, I didn't take it serious though, you know, and it was crazy because I see people. You know, who was the Kia?
Kia, yeah. My makeup artist, Kia Smith.
She did her thing. She in the actual short, she's a woman singing on stage, and then she plays the man. I would say his bouncer. But it was so crazy because I seen her over there just like talking to herself, getting into her. Oh, I said, I ain't doing that. But it came time when the cameras go on, and I'm sitting there like, But then I had to get serious. Dad gave me that look like, look, man, time is money. So I went over there to the bathroom, and I found myself holding my laptop, like
talking to himself.
Who are you gonna do? And I'm like,
you trying to pump yourself up? That's what you're doing.
It was funny, man. It was very crazy, man. It was an interesting time, though. You know.
What other projects you got working on right now?
Well, right now we just got finished working on a few projects. We just did all of the set design and some set directing with world famous actor Charles Dutton on a film called Must Be the Music, and in that film he had a whole lot of celebrities: Tasha Smith, Jada Kiss, and Styles P. He had Reek from the Roots. It was a long list of celebrities in there, and that film we're waiting for it to drop in theaters soon right now. You know what I mean? And on the other side of it, we got some films that I wrote with one of the guys that also resides at the Artist Warehouse, Jamil B, CUTV.
Shout out to Jamil.
And my cousin, Mr. Business. So we got a few projects in the work and a lot of people's music videos and stuff that we've been working on. But I'm just trying to, you know what I mean, stay in the background, stay quiet for a little bit before I hit these jokers with this nuclear bomb that's about to drop.
I guess you're not trying to...
a little hint?
Yeah, tell us what you're working on.
Well, you know what I mean, I'm going to tell you what the squad working on.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
But this is, of course, within the Artist Warehouse, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you something, man. You made an appearance in Jill Scott's video.
Which video was this?
Jill, what was it? What was the name of it?
Take a long walk.
Yeah, it was her interest, her love interest.
Oh, it's newer, a newer video.
He wore two hats.
Let me just clear
No, why is he airing you out like that?
No, because he was Jill Scott's love interest in the video, and I'm putting him out there.
I'm about to look this up right now.
I'm gonna tell you, you ain't gotta look it up.
Fellas,
we did a music video called Shame for Jill Scott. It was her, the A group, and Eve. And I came in, and I was the assistant director on the video as well. But while I was setting up the scenes and stuff for the video, Jill, I went to her dressing room to make sure she was cool or whatever. And we had a guy that we hired for her to be her love interest in the video. Jill said to me, she said, I don't want him to be the guy in the video.
She chose you?
She told me she didn't want the dude.
Man.
Hold on, let me give it to you. Hold on, let me give you the whole on it, right? So we in there, we like, all right, Jill, we great shoot this scene. So, you know what I mean? You gotta, come on, we got a lot of dudes out here. Come on and pick one of them, and then we just put them in the role. She said, I want you to play that role.
Me?
Yeah, and you know.
See, I'm your boy.
Long story short, I jumped in front of the camera again.
Eve was in the movie?
Yeah, Eve was in it.
Okay, yeah.
How long did it take you to say yes?
2 seconds.
I would jump on that too.
All right, let me ask you this, man. You done a lot.
SuperDev. Yo, you should see this boy. He's in here damn near ripping his jacket off.
Come on, keep it on.
Yo, this boy's.
Yo, let me ask you something, man.
Yo,
I can't get over it.
Lucky iced out on the film.
Shout out to Iced Out,
Shout
man.
out to Iced Out, no doubt. Like,
You've done a lot of celebrity photos.
yes, sir.
What's your most fondest memory of celebrity?
Man.
I mean, tell me something, because you've been around a lot of celebrities. Tell me something.
The fondest moment around a celebrity. I can tell you some of the funniest moments around celebrities.
Okay.
We actually were on the movie set in Philly, and we were shooting a film, and we actually left the movie set, and I was walking with Tasha Smith. Everybody know her from Tyler Perry's movie. She played a wild one in the airport cussing her man.
Right.
So we walking down the street with her, right? And you know, everybody knows her face from the movies and stuff, right? So everybody just staring at her, people pulling out phones and taking pictures, but nobody said a word to her. She stopped in the middle of the block in Philly and started yelling out, "Y'all can speak to me!"
So she's
yeah,
as wild as
it's me.
she is on TV.
The character she plays is her.
Really?
Wow.
100%, man.
I thought she was going in on the character.
No.
That's her all day.
Camden. She from Camden, New Jersey, man.
Is she? I didn't know that.
She a
Oh, yeah.
Camden girl. And she got a twin sister.
Oh, identical
Double
twins.
Double
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, I mean, that was one of the funniest moments that we had on set.
Wow. Well, Iced Out's in the building. You know, that's our cameraman up here at the HipHop Ice.
Yeah, I know Iced
Let's
Out.
talk about something that took place. I know a lot of people want to hear about this. There was a little thread that went through on Facebook about who's the best cameraman.
That came from Iced Out earlier
It
today,
came
you know
from
what I
Iced
mean?
Out.
No Doubt Life. I was actually in the studio working on some stuff, and my phone is connected to my Instagram and to my Facebook and my Twitter. So my phone kept blowing up, and my battery actually died because it was going off so much. So I'm like, what is going on in the virtual world that has my phone going crazy like that? So as soon as I pick my phone up, I see Iced Out, No Doubt Life on the top of the phone. I said, now
Mr.
what?
Controversy.
I said, what Ice done did now, man? I read the thread. The thread says, who is the best cameraman around? And I was reading all of the people's comments and stuff, and there was a few young ladies that said, if it wasn't for right now, would never have touched the camera. And
Yeah.
to keep it 100, most of the people out there in the city of Chester who are worried about being the best cameraman in the city of Chester, they got bigger problems than that alone. It's like, because if you only want to be the best in a city that's only 5 miles in diameter,
Talk to him.
you can have that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking about a bull who traveled around the world, who worked with all of the celebrities that you sitting on the couch watching music videos on and films and stuff on. And people call me constantly. I'm working on sets of major talk shows and TV shows and stuff like that. And I'm not worried about being the best cameraman in the city of Chester. I'm more worried about raising the next best cameraman that leaves out the city of Chester.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So when people sit back and they be naming their self, for the most part, all of y'all that named yourself, y'all need to just sit it down, man. Because if y'all really want to find out who the best in this game in your city of Chester, let's come to the Artist Warehouse. We can set it up any day, anytime, and I guarantee you, you'll never say that again in your life.
Strong words.
On that note, let's go to our song break.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here.
Getting hot in here.
Nah, it's just something that needs to be said, because a lot of people be blowing themselves up about what they do, and for the most part, the stuff that I do, I don't have to talk about it because you see the stuff.
Everything is improved.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is improved. Ask them how many of them have videos that played on MTV, BET, and VH1 all at the same time. Ask them how many of them have been flown out to the Bahamas to do my Epps comedy tour for Comedy Central. Ask them how many of them shot Jill Scott, Eve, and the rest of the people that we work
And
with.
even played Jill's love interest in the same video. That's 2 hats. You can't do that.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah, pull out your resume, basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pull out the resume will say it off. Veronica, you
Bam.
said it off. Pull out your resume and it will speak for you. And we don't have to have these conversations. So the next time Iced Out posts something and say,
Yeah,
who's the
say
best
post your
cameraman
resumes.
in the city of Chester, just put your resume next to the link. We'll all read it.
There's the
Yeah,
challenge.
that's right.
Let's come back on the other side. We got SuperDev in the building. We're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. Your boy G Will.
I'm like Diddy of my city.
Hey, Jim.
Veronica Melendez.
Let's go.